And I'm back again. Yes, I know I pace a lot, but one final note. I promise this is it this time. Okay, I want to make sure that I was very clear when I was speaking about the American troops, because I'm really tired right now. I don't know if I covered everything, but the number one reason troops are in Afghanistan is, yes, to free the Afghan people as a side job, but the number one job is to make sure the Taliban don't come back and attack America. Okay? If that church causes riots and people attack our troops because we exercised our freedom of speech and a serviceman or woman dies, then, okay, here's the offensive thing. Then I have to say that they died for the right cause. They died to protect even the undesirable American citizen. They died to protect his right to express even his undesirable opinion and his speech. Then they died for the right cause. Okay? And secondly, for the government, which is basically people are saying the government needs to stop this. And the government is attempting, because it might hurt our troops. Our troops are there to make sure we can express our opinions even if nobody else likes it. If I want to draw something, if I want to say something, if I want to type something, if I want to burn something that offends my neighbor Joe because I burned something blue and he loves the color blue, I have a right to do that. Not on his property, but on my own. And if our government is trying to say, well, Joe might kill a soldier if you do that, so we need to ask you to not exercise your rights, and we have to ask you to give up your civil liberties because we don't want anybody to get hurt. That's a spit in the face of the Founding Fathers and every serviceman who has ever died from the Revolutionary War to World War II, to Vietnam, to Korea, to World War I, to the Civil War, who has fought to protect our sovereignty and keep the citizens free and out of the hands of a controlling, tyrannical government. And I'd have to say that those actions by this administration are pretty close to treason myself, because they're attempting to dissuade the Americans, us Americans, who our troops are supposed to be fighting to protect our ability to exercise all of our civil rights, including the freedom of speech. That's what they're there to protect. And if it comes down to it, and this essentially this administration is saying, hey guys, we need everybody to voluntarily give up their freedom of speech to protect our troops. Sorry guys, I mean, that's not how it works. Our troops voluntarily sign up to fight for the people and to protect the people's rights, and if needed, give the ultimate sacrifice to make sure those rights are never taken away by anybody who wants to attempt to take them with violence or threats or terror. Our troops are there to be on our side, not extremists. I don't care if it's extremist Muslims. I don't care if it's extremist Christians going down the street with guns saying, we're going to kill you if you don't accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior. I don't care if it's extremist Buddhists. I don't care if it's extremist Hindus. I don't care. If they want to silence Americans by force, they are the enemy. Any of those groups. And our troops are there to stop them and possibly give their lives to stop them from taking our unconditional right to freedom of speech away. As long as it doesn't physically hurt anybody else who's a citizen, of this country or living in this country, they have a right to say it. You don't have a right to say fire in a crowded building, unless there is one, because that causes a stampede that could kill people. But you do have a right to burn a Koran or a Bible or a Torah or, a Shakespeare book or a Hindu holy book or a Buddhist holy book if you want. Do I condone it? No. But on the other hand, if we ban it, what happens if people like that get in power and they ban our right to dissent to them? Leave it at that. Good night. This time, this is the last one.